Once upon a time, city of Lagos, Nigeria. There stood a grand institution known as Royal Crown Academy. It was not just a school. It was a fortress of privilege where the children of politicians, all magnates, and business tycoons were groomed for greatness. The gates were made of wrought iron, embossed with gold, bearing the school's crest, a lion crowned with wealth and power. Inside, marble hallways gleamed, chandeliers sparkled, and the classrooms were filled with the best resources money could buy. Luxury cars lined the driveways as students, clad in stylish uniforms, strutted with an air of entitlement. Among these sons and daughters of affluence came a girl named Faith Chukwuma, a daughter of the people. Her father was a dedicated teacher in a village school, and her mother was a tailor who sewed with love but earned only modest wages. Despite their humble means, Faith had a brilliance that shone brighter than gold. Her scholarship to Royal Crown Academy was the talk of the neighborhood. When Faith arrived, she wore a slightly oversized uniform her mother had sewn from borrowed fabric. Her neatly braided hair was adorned with small, simple beads that clicked softly as she moved. In her hands, she clutched well-used textbooks, their corners frayed from years of study. The other students whispered and giggled. "Who is she?" sneered Adana, daughter of a senator. "She looks like she came straight from the village." Faith heard them but kept her head high. Her heart whispered, "God brought me here for a reason." Royal Crown Academy was shrouded in secrets. Every full moon, a group of influential parents and school leaders gathered in a hidden shrine beneath the assembly hall, led by Madame Okoye, the headmistress. They worshipped a dark spirit known as a Jogan, who promised them power in exchange for human sacrifices. Every term, a student from a poor background mysteriously disappeared, their absence explained away as family troubles or transferred to another school. Faith soon noticed the strange occurrences, shadows that moved without light, teachers who avoided her prayers, and a thick, suffocating air that seemed to grow heavier as the full moon approached. One night, Faith dreamed of a great fire. In her vision, she stood in the middle of Royal Crown Academy, surrounded by roaring flames that did not harm her. A voice, deep and powerful, said, "You are the daughter of Zion. I have placed my fire within you. Go forth and break the chains of darkness." When she awoke, her body felt warm and her spirit burned with a fierce light. She knew the battle ahead would be dangerous, but her faith was stronger than fear. On the night of the ritual, Faith followed her instincts to the shrine beneath the school. The air was thick with incense and the drumming of ancient chants. She hid behind a pillar and watched as Madame Okoye raised a knife over a bound student. The dark spirit, a Jogan, materialized as a towering shadow with red, glowing eyes. Faith stepped forward, her voice like thunder. "In the name of Jesus, the King of Kings, I command you to stop." The headmistress and her followers turned, their eyes wide with shock. The spirit roared, lunging at Faith, but as it drew close, she raised her hands, and flames burst forth. The fire, bright as the sun, consumed the darkness. Madame Okoye screamed as the spirit shriveled into ash, and the chains binding the student shattered. By morning, Royal Crown Academy was a different place. The oppressive weight that had hung over it was gone. Faith's story spread far and wide, the tale of a girl with the fire of God who stood against evil and triumphed. Parents withdrew from dark covenants, and the school became a place of learning and light. Madame Okoye was never seen again. Faith graduated with honors, her name forever etched in the hearts of those she saved. And so, the girl from a humble home became a legend, a reminder that true power does not lie in wealth or status, but in faith, courage, and the unquenchable fire of God.